We found a place right off of 16 called Glen Ellis Falls. You need to pay a day use pass to park, and it's $5 for the day. We'll show you that. There's a kiosk here. I'll show you that right here. Here's the kiosk right here. You can buy your pass. Like I said, it's $5 a day. And it should be a short hike down the trail. There's actually a tunnel. You go underneath Route 16 and follow the trail along over to the falls. So we're gonna take a walk and show you that. You can see all the leaves on the ground already. It's a beautiful day today. It's gonna be close to 80 degrees. Look at that view. How beautiful is that? Look at the colors. You come up here in June and July, everything will be green. You really won't see that. But it is autumn. So it's a 0.3 mile walk to the falls. That's what we'll be doing today. This trail, you can go up to Glen Boulder, which looks like it's more of an upward hike. So we're gonna do the 0.3 mile walk and show you the falls. See the river there. We're just up above it. Above the falls, that is. Even though we're in the middle of a drought, there's still a good amount of water in the river flowing down to the falls. Should be some good views. A lot of people here today. It's Sunday, September 27th, Colleen? What's the date today?
This is the 28th.
September 28th, Sunday, 2025. Still a lot of tourists coming up here. Like I said, the leaf peepers are here. They come from all over the country to come to New Hampshire to look at the fall colors, the foliage. So you're just gonna watch your step going down.
So the colors vary depending on the weather, and we have had very dry weather. So we may not get as vibrant colors this year as we do in past years. So heads up on that.
Looks like we're at the top of the falls here. You can work down. This is the Glen Ellis River. You can see the roads right up there. Here's right at the top of the falls here. See if we can get a view of them from above, or at least some of them here. Crazy to think of how beautiful it is today. It is a gorgeous day. We picked a good day for this. Normally we'd be heading back home on a Sunday, but not today. And this water, I can remember coming here as a kid and we would swim in this. Look at that. Perfect swimming hole. And that's just a small part of the falls. small part of the falls. We're gonna make our way to the, you'll see the bigger one in a minute. How vibrant those colors are. I love the reds mixed in with all the gold and amber. Very pretty. Speaking of pretty, there she is, making her way on the trail. Situational awareness. You have to really look down. Look at this trail. There's lots to trip over. You really have to be careful. Look at this shot. Here's the falls. We're at the top. Look how far down they go. Woo! Another good swimming hole down there. So this is a moderate hike. Definitely not for beginners. There's no ADA access. So if you have mobility issues or physically you're unable to do stairs and steep hills, this is not for you.
And because it's covered with leaves, you have to be really careful not to slip.
Say that again?
Because it's covered with leaves, you have to be really careful not to slip on the rocks. Otherwise, you're going to have a very bad visit.
Yeah, you gotta really pay attention to what you're doing. There's the railings. I'm getting my steps in today, that's for sure. Good workout for my legs.
I'm going to be careful getting your feet wet, too.
I'm sure I'm going to be tired tonight, definitely. Yeah, these trails, they're wet all year long. You know, the runoff comes down out of these walls, so I would wear sturdy shoes and be careful because it can get slippery.
But it's worth it because the falls are beautiful.
Yeah, we're making our way. Let's see, I think we're almost down to the bottom where the falls are, so. A stair to go up where I think you can observe the falls from above. Let's go up there for a minute. Check this out. Look at this. Gorgeous. So this is called the Ellis River. I was calling it the Glen Ellis River, but it's Ellis, E-L-L-I-S. But this is the Glen Ellis Falls. Pretty cool. Welcome to the White Mountains of New Hampshire. Picturesque. Even the doggies like it.
Oh yeah.
My two dogs, if I had them with us, they'd be wanting to splash in the river, especially Molly, the chocolate lab. She definitely would want to be splashing around. You can see some folks here sitting down with their chairs, read a book, meditate a little bit, the sound of the river. Very nice. Falls. You can see how beautiful it is here. Very beautiful spot. Come and hang out. We were up here a couple years ago and there were some people diving in the pool right here. I'm not sure what they were diving for. I'm really not sure how deep it is. But nonetheless, they carried all their scuba gear down here and they dove in this pool right here. Alright, so that's Glen Ellis Falls. We're going to make our way back up the trail. And we'll move on down Route 16, heading north, see what else we can find. It was easy going down, and now we got to climb back up. I'll have to take my time, considering my physical condition. I get tired pretty quick, so we're gonna make our way up, make our way back to the car, and continue north on Route 16 here in the White Mountains of New Hampshire. For those that have mobility issues, you're not going to be able to make it down here. But I was bound and determined to see a set of falls, and Glen Ellis is a good one. We'll give you the stats on it down below, the height and that, and any history that's involved. Put that down below for you. There's no signal here either, so I can't look up any interesting facts or information on it. Not too bad of a hike, as long as, like I said, there's no mobility issue. 0.3 miles from the trailhead to get out to the falls. Look at this view.
Incredible.
Definitely God's country up here. Beautiful.